Okay, today we will start a new topics, partial differentiation of complex, a function of a complex variable. This is the third part of this lecture. Uh, Now we must know about the what is partial differentiation. The concept of partial differentiation are known and in complex plane actually. So partial, using the concept of partial differentiation, prove that 4 into second derivatives with respect to del square z and complex conjugate z. Okay, partial 2 times partial differentiation, del square del z and del z bar. Actually z bar is the complex conjugate of z. This equals to del square by del x square plus del square divided by del y square. We have to prove this result where z is the complex number and z bar is the complex conjugate. Okay, now let us consider the z is x plus iy. Okay, so the complex conjugate what will be x minus iy. Okay, if this is the complex number x plus iy and complex conjugate will be z bar equals to what will be x minus iy. This is the equation number 1 and this is the equation number 2. So from equation 1 and 2 we can solve for x and y. That means if we take adding equation 1 and 2, iy will be cancelled. Okay, twice x equals to what will be z plus z bar. Then means x plus equals to what, z plus z bar divided by 2, and y equals to minus I divided by 2 z minus z bar. Just subtracting, we get the values of y. So now we can easily differentiate it partially actually. So partial differentiation of x with respect to z. Here x is the dependent variable and z is the independent variable. Remember it. So del x divided by del z equals to what will be half with respect to z. Now with respect to z, partial differentiation of y with respect to z, what will be just minus I by 2. So again with respect to z bar, complex conjugate of z, partial differentiation will be what, only half. And similarly partial differentiation of y with respect to complex conjugate, that means z bar equals to I by 2. Okay, minus minus will be cancelled, so only I by 2. X differentiation 1, this is y. So again del z equals to, we can write according to the definition of partial differentiation, del z equals to del x into del x del z. This will be cancelled. Okay, plus del y into del y del z. Okay, u into b differentiation plus b into u differentiation, like this. Okay, del x into del x del z, and del y will be cancelled, del z and del z. So this will be the del z equals to. So these values we must know. Del x by del z equals to what, half, 1 by 2. Similarly del y del z equals to what, minus I by 2. And after we half into del x minus I del y. Similarly with respect to z bar, using similar concept of this, just making z bar. Okay, so this equals to del x, this equals to del x by del z bar, what, only half, and this is the I by 2. Okay, del y del z bar, what, I by 2. So we get only del x plus del I del y. This is the equation number 4 and this is the equation number 3. So from equation 3 and 4, just multiplying del z multiply del z bar, we get del square del z. Okay, just multiplying, we can write, this can be written as del z equals to del z bar. So this term multiply this term, that means half into this multiply half into this, we get this term. So this equals to just multiplication del x into this minus I del y into this, we get this 4 term. Okay, so actually this will be cancelled, right, plus and minus. So we get only del square by del x square plus del square divided by del y square, 1 by 4. And this is the actually right hand side and this is the left hand side. So very easy for you, I hope. একটু দেখো, if f of z is a harmonic function, If f of z is harmonic function of z, then show that del x absolute value of f of z, this is the actually modulus of f of z whole square, plus del y modulus of f of z whole square equals to f dash z, means partial first differentiation of z. Okay, absolute value of this will be whole square. So consider f of z equals to function of ub. Okay, u plus I b, and u and b are the function of xy. Remember it. So z equals to u plus ib, complex variable, function of complex variable. So absolute value, what will be f of z? Absolute value square root over real part whole square plus imaginary part whole square. You must know absolute value of this. Real part whole square, real part is u, and imaginary part what? B, b square. Now differentiating one with respect to x partially, partial differentiation of absolute value of this. So del x will be of this equals to, because in left hand side del x absolute value of f of z is given. So del x absolute value of f of z equals to del x, this value is square root over u square plus b square. Now this square root can be written as power half. Okay, so x to the power n formula, n into x to the power n minus 1. Half minus 1 what? Minus half. Half minus 1 what? Minus half. Again differentiation of this with respect to x. So u square differentiation what will be? Twice u. Again u is the function of xy. This is why del u del x. Plus b is the function of xy, remember it. So b square formula what? Differentiation twice b. Again differentiation of b with respect to x, del b del x. So we can write u square plus b square to the power minus half as this, square root over u square plus b square, and this 2 common, and 2 will be cancelled. So we get this. And this is the absolute value of f of z, equation number 2. Similarly, for with respect to y, partial differentiation of absolute value of z with respect to y, we get similar function. Okay, u del u, this will be what? Only del y, and b del b, this will be what? Del y. All are same, just variable change. Okay, no need to like this, no need to do like this. Just similarly, we can write like this. Now squaring 3 and 4, squaring this square and this square, then adding this square plus this square will be what? This whole square plus this whole square. So fz, absolute value of f of z whole square will be LCM. This will be square plus square. Now a plus b whole square formula what? A square plus twice ab plus b square. Okay, this is also a plus b whole square formula, a square plus twice ab plus b square. Now by Cauchy-Riemann equation, del u del x equals to what? Del b del y, and del u del y equals to minus del b del x. You have to remember it forever for complex variable. This is the Cauchy-Riemann equation. So using this condition in this term, we can write 2ub del u del x del b del x, what will be? Del b del x, what will be? 2ub del u del x will become del b del y. Okay, just putting these values, and del b del x what will be? Yes, del b del x minus del u del y. Just putting these values, we get. So putting the values of 2ub del u del x and del b del x, this one equals to this in equation 4. In equation 4 we get, this is the actual equation 4. So we get the values, this and this will be same, cancelled. Okay, similar. This will be this cancelled, and this whole square equal to twice this, and this whole square, and this whole square will be this, making u square common and b square common. We can write this one. So u square into del u del x whole square plus del u del y equals to what? Minus del b del x by Cauchy-Riemann equations, by using Cauchy-Riemann equation. And del b del x, this is the del b del x, and del b del y what? Del u del x. Okay, so again this and this same, del u del b del x This is the del b del x. So twice the u square and plus b square will be common for that. Then we get this, and this equals to what? U square plus b square equal to what? Absolute value of z, f of z whole square. Because f of z, absolute value of f of z, what was? Square root over u square plus b square. And this one will be cancelled. So this will be the right hand side. That means this is the f of dash z whole square. Because f of x whole square equal to what was? U square plus b square. And this is the derivative of this. Okay. This is why first derivative of z, absolute value of z whole square equals to this one. This is actually right hand side. Now prove that del square by del x square plus del square by del y square, real part of f of z whole square, real part of f of z whole square equals to 2 times first derivative of z and absolute value of that whole square. Okay. Now let us consider f of z equals to u plus ib. U and b are the function of x, y, complex variable. So real part of f of z what? U, no? Okay. Real part of f of z what? U. So real part of f of z equals to u. And del x, partial differentiation of u square with respect to x, what will be u square? Partial differentiation of u square with respect to x will be twice u into del u del x. And again differentiation with respect to x, double differentiation, del square by del x square u square, and 2 into u differentiation what? This is the UB process, u into b differentiation plus b into u differentiation. Okay, UB process, because multiplication of two function. So you have to apply UB rules of differentiation. So u into del u del x differentiation what? Del u del x. U differentiation what? Del u del x. And another del u del x. So this will be square plus twice b into b means what? Twice u. Then this differentiation what? Del square u del x square. Similarly for y variable, we can write del square by del y square. U square what will be? Just changing variable, this x to y. Changing variable of x with to y. We can write 2 del u by del y whole square plus 2u del u square u del y whole square. Another equation. This is the equation number 1. This is the equation number 2. Adding equation 1 and 2. Just adding u square, and u square will be common. So 2 into del u by del x whole square, del u by del y whole square, plus twice u will be this. Adding. Twice u common, and del square u by del x square plus del square u by del y square. So this equals to del u del x whole square, del u del y whole square. This will be 0. This will be 0. Why? Can you say anybody? Del square u by del x square plus del square u by del y square equals to 0. Why? Do you know? Anybody can say answer? This is the Laplace equation. Laplace equation what? Del square u by del x square plus del square u by del y square equals to what was? 0. Laplace equation, 2-dimensional.
Yes, sir.
This equals to 0. And 2 common, del u del x, and del u del y equals to what? Minus del b del x, using Cauchy-Riemann equation. Okay. So
Yes, sir.
making same variable, then this square means plus. So del square u by del x square plus del square b by del x square means what? According to the definition of derivatives, f dash z. This is the absolute value of, because square. Okay. And del square u by del x square plus del square u by del y square. This is the actually value of real part of f of z whole square, because all are u. And u square equals to what was? Real part. Okay. U are the real part. So 2 times f dash z whole square. This is actually the result for you. Complex variable, function of complex variable f of z equals to u plus ib, and absolute value of f of z whole square, that means modulus, equals to u square plus b square. Let us consider pi equals to u square plus b square. This equals to what? Pi. Now differentiating equation 1 with respect to x, del phi del x partially. Okay, partial differentiation. Twice u del u by del x plus twice b del x. Now again differentiation partially. Double differentiation. Del square pi by del x square equals to 2 into, this is the UV process. U into this differentiation plus this into U differentiation. Okay, UV process. You get two terms. Similarly for this U and B. U into, that means B into differentiation of this. Differentiation of this, what will be? Del square B by del x square. Okay, plus this into differentiation of twice B. Twice B differentiation what? 2 into del B del x. Okay, so del B del x 2 times. This is why square del B del x whole square. Okay, 2 will be common. Similarly for y function with respect to y, double differentiation partially, partial differentiation of phi with respect to y will be just variable change. This x change to y, this also x change to y, and this y. Okay, so equation 2 and 3 we get easily. Now adding equation 2 and 3, we can write del square pi by del x square plus del square pi by del y square equals to 2 into 2 u into this plus this whole square plus this whole square. Okay, and b into this whole square plus this whole square. Okay, and this square plus this square. So by Cauchy-Riemann equation, del u del x equals to del b del y, and del u del y equals to minus del b del x. So using this condition, by again by a Laplace equation, del square u by del x square and del square u by del y square, what will be? 0. And del square b by del x square, del square b by del y square. This whole will be 0. Okay. So on putting the values of these in from 5 and 4, from 5, and we have to put in equation 4 in this equation. We get easily del square phi by del x square plus del square phi by del y square equals to 4 into this one. So this equals to del square, and phi will be common. Del square by del x square plus del square by del y square, pi equals to 4 into absolute value of this. Absolute value of this. Del u del x plus I del b del y. This is the complex function of complex variable. Okay. And first derivative. This is the first derivative. So this can be written as, this is the actually absolute f of z whole square equals to 4 into, this is the first derivative. Okay, f del z whole square. This is the absolute value of first derivative. And del square u and pi equals to what was absolute value of z whole square. Pi. This pi equals to what? This absolute value of f of z whole square. So we got this proof. Okay, this is the part, complex integration part, and first part of complex integration, line integrals. Okay, and second part will be integral theorem. This is the first part of complex integration. Actually, integration, why we use? To find out the area, find out the volume. Okay, to find out the area and volume of a region, we have to use integration. So defining line integrals in the complex plane, we have to define the line integral in the complex plane. Suppose this is the curve xy1, this is the curve, whole curve, this is the C. This curve is C. So this whole curve C, and first point suppose A equals to Z1. Okay, and second point Z1, Z2, Z3 dot dot up to Zn. Okay, and this is the Zn, and the end points B equals to Zn. Here n capital N. Okay, capital N number of points here. How many points? Capital N number of points. So this is a curve C. This is a curve. This is the curve C curve. And first point I equals to Z0, and ending point B equals to Zn. So if we find out the total length of this curve, okay, total length of this curve, we have to sum this length. This is the xi1, okay, xi1, zeta, okay, zeta 1, zeta 2, zeta 3, etc. We have to take sum. That means xi(n) is xi(n) means what? Xi(n) on C between Zn minus 1 and Zn. This is the length between these two endpoint. Okay, Zn. This is the Zn minus 1. Consider the sum I n equals to summation n equals to 1 to capital N, f of xi(n), f of x, and Zn minus Zn. This is the length. Okay, and this is the f of Zn. F of Zn will be the y-axis, and this length between what? X-axis. Okay, so area, what will be actually? Area means what? Length between length along x-axis multiply length along y-axis. Okay, length multiply breadth equals to what? Area. So this is the length, and f of xi(n) what will be? Breadth. So this will be total area. Find and this summation indicates n equals to 1 to capital N. So total for n equals to 1, f of xi1 into Zn minus Zn, Z0, Z0. Okay, for n equals to 2, xi2, Zn, Z2 minus Z1. For n equals to 3, in this way we can sum up small n equals to 1 to capital N. Okay, and this is the indicate whole length of this. Okay, let the number of subdivision n equals to tends to infinity. We don't know total number of n, so let us consider this will be tends to up to infinity. We have to sum up infinite number of length. Okay, infinite number of points. We have to join infinite number of points. Then we have to take summation of that, such that del Zn equals to Zn minus 1 will be tends to 0. Very negligible. This difference what? Between these 2 points, Z0 and Z1, Z1 and Z2, this is the a little bit difference, very negligible. That means tends to 0 and can be defined I equals to integration a to b. We have to find out the length, this whole length. A to b f of z dz equals to limit capital N tends to infinity in. That means if we take this limit, we can find out the whole area of the curve. So this equals to limit capital N tends to infinity and a small n equals to capital N f of xi n, this, just this one. Okay, and this will give the total I. Total I equals to what? Total length of this curve. So I is equivalent to, this is the equivalent sign, I equivalent to a to b f of z dz. This is the whole length of that curve C. So, and this f of z, a complex function of complex variable, can be denoted by u plus ib, and u and b are the function of xy. And dz, that is the complex number x plus iy. Okay, so dz equals to dx plus idy. Now there are 2 parts. One is real part, another is imaginary part. Just multiplying these 2, dx multiply this and I dy multiply this will give u into dx and b into this, b into xy this. And this is the real part. After multiplication, I into this. This is the real part, imaginary part. Okay, so we can write this one. This is a to b. Okay, a to b, and this is also a to b limit. And C curve. C means what? Integration of curve C. Okay, of curve C. This read as integration of curve, line integration of curve C u dx minus b dy equals to I line integration of b dx plus u dy. This is the actually formula for line integral for the curve C. So the review of line integral evaluation, a line integral can be written as for the curve C u xy dx minus b xy dy. In shortly can be written as like this. Integration will be T0 to, this is the starting point T0 and final point TF, T0 to TF, and u dx by dt minus b dy by dt, and dt is multiplied. dt will be cancelled. Okay, same this one.
Ji sir.
Where T is the parameterized of C. So in T0 to starting T0 and final will be TF. That means T0, T1, T2, T3,
actually n divisions here, n number of divisions. Okay, along this curve, So a small area of this, a small area of this, a small area of this will be sum of all area will give this total area of the curve enclosed by the curve. Now, if we try to solve some examples, suppose example 1. Find the value of the integral x plus y dx plus x square y dy along y equals to x square having this point 0, 0 and 3, 9 endpoints. Okay, along y equal to thrice x between the same points. Do the value depends upon path? Actually, there are two conditions. One is A, another is B. We are given the function complex. This is the line in complex variable function x plus y dx plus x square y dy. Okay, suppose p equals to x plus y and q equals to what? X square y. Del p del y and del q del x equals to what? This. Okay, just partial differentiation of p with respect to y and partial differentiation of q with respect to x. This. Actually, these two are not equal. Okay, according to the differential equation, you must know if this is not equal, then the integrals are not independent of path. Okay, that means they are dependent on path. We have proved. Now, along for the first part. Okay, yes, you have to use this. Along y equals to x square. Y equals to x square. This is the curve. Y equal to x square. This is the curve of what? Y equals to x square. And starting from 0, 0. Starting from where? 0, 0. And point what? 3, 9. 3. This is the x-axis 3. X value is 3 and y value what? 9. This is the ending point A. 3, 9. So we have to find out the length 0, 0 to 3, 9. Up to 3, 9. That means OA. So for the curve y equals to x square, differentiation what? Dy equals to twice x dx. Now putting the values of y and dy in equation 1. Just in this equation, we are putting y equals to x square and dy equals to what? Twice x dx. So we get simple integration just. Y equals to x square. This is the x square and dy equals to twice x dx. Okay, y equals to x square also. So we get the simple integration. X formula what? X square by 2. And x square formula what? X cube by 3 and 2x5. X5 formula what? X to the 6 plus 6. Okay, but 6 and 2 will be cut with and will give 3. So just putting upper limit in replace of x, then minus putting 0
lower limit.
We get these values. Very easy.
Yes, sir.
Which is required the value of the integral along another curve. Y equal to thrice x. So y equal to thrice x can be drawn like this. This is the x-axis and y-axis starting from 0, 0. Y equal to thrice x. Actually, the equation which passes through the origin. Okay, y equal to mx type. Okay, y equals to mx types. The line passing through the origin. So starting point 0, 0 and ending point what? 3, 9. Remember it. This is given point. So along y equal to thrice x, dy equals to what will be? Just differentiation, simple differentiation. X mod 3
dx.
Now substituting these values in equation 1, just putting y equal to thrice x and dy equal to 3 dx in this equation. Okay, in the given equation, equation number 1. Putting these values, we can write 4x plus 9x cube. Okay, then simple integration. X square formula what? X to x cube by 3 and x to the 4 formula what? X to the 5 by 5. Then after simplifying and putting the upper limit and lower limit, we get these values. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now another one, example 2. The integral limits, lower limits 1 minus I and upper limit 2 plus I. The function, a complex variable function of complex variable twice x plus iy plus 1 dz along the two paths. First path is x equals to t plus 1, y equals to 2t square minus 1. Another path, another straight line joining this. Okay, 1 minus I and 2 plus I. So there are two paths. Now here we have x equals to t plus 1 for the first path. Okay, x equals to t plus 1 and y equals to what? 2t square minus 1. Now x plus t from this dx equals to taking differentiation on both sides, dx equals to dt. 1 will be 0. and dy equals to what? 4t. Okay, 1 will be 0. 4t dt. Now dz equals to what will be? Dx plus I dy. You must know about this. Putting here dx equals to dt and dy equals to what? 4t dt. We get 1 plus I 4t dt. Now the limits of the integration what? Lower limit 1 minus 1. This is the complex number. Real part what? 1. Imaginary part minus 1. Okay. And upper limit 2 plus I. This is the complex number. So real part 2, imaginary part what? 1. X equal to 2, y equals to what? 1.
Y,
And
1.
and in lower limit, x equals to 1, y equals to what? Minus 1. Okay. There are 2.1. This is the from lower limit, and this from 2, 1 from what? Upper limits. From upper limits. Now corresponding to these 2 points, the limits of t varies to 0 to 1. 0 to 1. If t equals to 0, if t equals to 0, x equals to what? If t equals to 0,
T plus 1.
x equals to 1. X equals to
1.
Yes, sir.
1. And y equals
1.
to what? Minus 1. Y equals to
Yes, sir.
minus 1.
Minus 1.
Now if t equals to 1, x equals to 2, and y equals to what? 1. Okay.
Yes, sir.
2 minus 1 equals to 1. So the corresponding to these points, limits of t are changing what? 0 to 1. Okay.
Yes, sir.
0 to 1. 1 minus 1 point, 1 minus 1 point, and 2 1 point. 1 minus 1 point, 2 1 point. Similar point. So t is the changing from 0 to 1. And this limit for t, we are converting this whole complex function to the one parameter t. So x equals to what? T plus 1. Y equals to what? 2t square minus 1. Okay. And dz equals to what? 1 plus 4it dt. Putting this. Dz equals to putting this. And y equals to this. X equals to this. Dx equals to dt only. Dy equals to 4t dt. All terms are t. Okay. Converting to t. Now 2 into t plus 1. I into 2t square minus 1. This plus 1. And 1 plus 4it. 1 into whole this plus 4it into this. Okay. 1 into this whole third bracket plus 4it into whole third bracket. Okay. Just multiplying. Now 2 into t plus 1. Just I. This I and this I term will be common. I term will be common. This is the real part. This is the imaginary part. Just simplifying. So this is the real part and this is the imaginary part. Now subtracting and adding, we get this one. Just simple integration with respect to t. Okay, all are dt. This will be t cube equals to what? T4 by 4. This will be t square by 2. Okay, integration, and this is the thrice t. Okay, and this will be I into what? Integration what with respect to t? T cube by 3 and t square by 2. 12 and 2 cut 6. 1 integration what? Only t. Then third bracket. Lower limit 0, upper limit 1 of t. This is the value of t. Now putting the value of t, that means upper limit in the place of t, we get this one. 0. If you put 0, you'll get 0. Okay. So the required value is 4 plus 25 by 3i. Now for the second part, this is the given function. The equation of the straight line joining these 2 points is, this is the 2 points are given also. Okay. The straight line joining this 2 points. Actually, this is the complex number, right?
Yes, sir.
Complex number. But complex number x plus iy can be written as a point x comma y. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So x plus iy can be written as a point like x comma y. So this complex number also can be written as a point, real part comma imaginary part. Real part comma imaginary part. So joining these 2 points, you must know this straight line y minus y1 equal to m into x minus x1 formula. Okay. Slope of the straight line y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. Okay, y2 minus y1, y2 what? 1. This is the x1 y1 and this is the x2 y2. Formula what? y2 y minus y1 equals to y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1 into x minus x1. Just putting x1 equals to 1, y1 equals to minus 1, x2 equal to 2, y2 equals to 1. Here we get this straight line. So y plus 1 equals to y equals to this one only, thrice x minus, you got it intermediate formula just. Y equals to and dy equals to what will be 2 into dx. So lower limit this 1 minus 1 and upper limit 2 1. This is the lower limit and this is the upper limit. Now putting these values in this equation, twice x plus iy plus 1, dz equal to what will be dx plus idy. Okay, so this varies to 1 to 2. Okay, 1 to 2 x values here 1 and x values here what 2. We are converting this whole into dx by putting dy equals to what 2 dx, dy equals to what 2 dx. So dx will be common. So integral limit will be what for x values only. Okay, because only dx present. This is why we will take the integral limits from x values 1 to 2. This is the x values, lower limit x values 1 and upper limit x values what 2. So integral limits will be changed here because only dx present here. So 1 to 2, this is the x function integration with respect to x. Just 1 into whole this plus 2i into whole. We get this one. Okay. Now real part and imaginary part. Then making formula x to the power n formula. 2 plus 1 divided by 2. 1 plus 1 divided by 2. That means x square by 2. This also x square by 2. And this only x and this only x. Okay. And limit will be 1 to 2. Putting the upper limit x equals to 2 in the whole expression. So just replacing x by 2 minus replacing x by 1. Okay, putting upper limit and minus and lower limit. We get 4 plus 8i. Next, another example, example 3. Evaluate 0 to 2 plus I. This is the complex conjugate of z whole square dz along the real axis from z equals to 0 to z equals to 2, and then along a parallel line to y axis from z equals to 2 to z equals to 2 plus I. Remember it. This is the given condition. Now we are given 0 to 2 plus I. Integral limit will be 0 to 2 plus I. Complex conjugate z bar whole square dz equals to 0 to 2 plus I. Z bar equals to what? You must know complex conjugate. Z equals to x plus iy, and z bar what will be? X minus iy. Okay, and dz will be dx plus idy. Just multiplying these two. This will be a minus b whole square formula. A square minus 2ab plus b square. Then multiplying with this, we get real part x square dx and imaginary part this 2 minus iy whole square. This is the y part and this is the x part. There are dx into this x square and another will be dy. So along way y equals to what? 0. Y equals to 0. And this is the O point 0, 0, and this is the A point. And this is the AB length, and this is the x-axis, and this is the y-axis. But integral limit 0 to 2 plus I. Remember it. And real axis z equals to 0 to z equals to 2. Okay, this is the real axis. Real axis means what? X-axis. And y-axis will be this is the here imaginary number what? Imaginary 2 plus 0 into I. Okay, imaginary part what? 0. And here imaginary part what? 1. 2 plus 1 into I. Okay, y equals to what here? 1. And here in this complex number, this is also real, not real number, but it also complex number, not only real number. So 2 plus, it can be written as 2 plus 0 into I. Okay, imaginary part 0. This is why 0 into 1 imaginary part. Now this is the this x square integration will be along way, and along dy along what? AB. Understand? This is the imaginary axis. Real axis this way, and imaginary axis will be length what? AB. So integration, we have to take integration along AB, and you have to take integration along way. So along way, y equals to what? 0. dy what will be? 0. So x varies 0 to 2 in real axis. Again, along AB, x equals to what? 2. Y equals to what? Y equals to y 0 to 1. Okay, y varies. So if x equals to 2 dx, what will be? Taking differentiation 0, and y varies from 0 to 1. 0 y value here what? 0, and at b 1, because 1 varies to 1. Now 0 to 2 x square dx. Just way along way, integral limit will be 0 to 2, and along AB integral limit what will be? Along imaginary axis 0 to 1. This is why integral limit will be changed according to the direction of way and AB. Now this integration what? X cube by 3, and this integration what will be? A minus b whole square formula, I square minus 2a plus d square. But I square y square means what? Minus I square equals to minus 1. This is why I square, putting I square equals to minus 1, we get I square y square equal to what? Only minus y square. So taking integration with respect to y, we get this one. Now putting upper limit y equals to 1 minus, then putting lower limit 0 for y. So we get this one. Okay, which is the required value of the given integrals. Very easy for you. And now another example 4, find the value of the integral. Integral limit will be lower limit 0 and upper limit 1 plus I. And in the function of complex variable x minus y plus ix square to dx. So there are two conditions for finding this limit along the straight line from z equals to 0 to z equals to this. Okay, and along the real axis this, then along a parallel line to the imaginary axis from this to this. Now along way, the equation of the straight line, this is the way, equation of the straight line passing through the 0 0 and 1 1. Okay, this is the complex number 0 0 0 plus 0 into I, and this is also another complex number 1 plus 1 into I. Okay, here x value 0, x value 0, and here x value 1. Okay, and here y value 0, here y value what? 1 1. So we get origin and 1 1. Understand everybody? From this two complex number, this is the way line 0 0 starting from 0 0, and y values what? 1 and 1. 1 and 1, y value 1. So passing through these 2 points using same formula, y minus y1 equals to slope m equals to what was? y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1, and x minus x1. x1 equals to 0, y1 equals to 0, x2 equals to 1, y2 equals to what? 1. Using same formula. Okay, same formula. Which one? This one, this formula. Okay, using the same formula, y minus y1 equals to m into x minus x1. M equals to what was? Slope of the curve joining 2 points, y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So we get only y equals to x. Okay, this is the straight line passing through the origin, y equals to x. So z equals to what was? X plus iy, complex number, and x y equals to what? X. So x plus ix, taking common 1 plus I x. So dz equals to 1 plus I dx. Just putting here x equals to y equals to x, and dz equals to this. We get this one. Now just integration with respect to x, ix square dx. X square integration what? X cube by 3. Now putting the upper limit and lower limit, we get this one. Very easy. Now another path along UB, then the along UB. This is the real axis and this is the imaginary axis. So along the line UB and then along BA. Along UB, from z equals to 0 to z equals to 1. That means x varies 0 to 1. Here the real part 0 and here real part what? 1. And here imaginary part what? 0. Imaginary part here also 0. 0, 0. This is why this is the real axis. And another one, BA from Z1, Z equals to 1 to Z equals to 1 plus I. This is given in second part. Okay. And imaginary axis will be what? Z equals to 1 to Z equals to 1 plus I. Real axis will be Z equals to 0 to Z equals to 1. This is why we are getting this straight line for imaginary axis. This is the line OB and another line will be BA. So finding first of all line integral along OB and another one line integral BA. Then adding, we get the whole line integration. So now first integral OB will be x minus y ix square dx. Just putting y equals to what? 0. Y equals to 0. Then we get only x term. Along OB, y equals to what? 0. So dy equal what will be? 0. And x varies from 0 to 1. Along real axis. X varies from 0 to 1. So limit will be 0 to 1. So just making integration x to the n formula, we get this result. Now second integral will be along what? BA. Along BA. Along imaginary axis. So along imaginary axis, z equals to what was? X plus iy. And x equals to what? 1. X equals to 1. Along imaginary axis. X equals to 1. So dz equals to idy only. So along BA, x equals to what? 1. And dx will be what? Taking differentiation, dx equals to 0. And y varies from 0 to 1. 0 to 1. So limit will be 0 to 1. And putting x equals to what? 1. Remember it. X equals to 1. Then we get the integration with respect to y. So substituting these two values, this is the second part and this is the first part values. Okay. Now substituting these two values in the equation 1, these values plus these values, we get the required integral. This plus this will be what? Minus half plus 5 by 6 I. This is the required line integral. Example 5. Evaluate the limit integral limit 0 to 1 plus I x square minus iy dz along the path y equals to x. This is actually a line which passes through the origin y equal to x. Okay, this is the UP line. Y equals to x what? UP line. And along the another line, this is the y equals to x square. Okay, this is the y equal to x square curve. Now 0 to 1 plus I along the line y equals to x dy, what will be? Dx. So that dz what will be? We can convert it into only dx. 1 plus I into dx. Dz equals to 1 plus I into dx. Just putting these values. So x square minus iy dz can be written as putting y equals to x and dz equals to this. You get this one. So x square minus ix 1 plus I dx. 1 plus I is the constant for this integration. Look like constant, but actually not constant for complex variable. So 1 plus I is the constant with respect to x cubed by 3 minus I x square by 2. So putting upper limit, we get this one, which is the required value of the given integrals. Now again for the second part. Okay, second part for the curve y equal to x square. This is the parabola actually. Y equals to x square, this curve, starting from 0, 0 and ending at 1, 1. So along the parabola, y equals to x square, dy what will be? Twice x dx. So that dz similarly 1 plus 2ix dx. Okay. Now x varies from 0 to 1. From the graph, x starting from 0 to 1, ending at 1. So 0 to 1, x square minus ix square, and dx what will be? Dz will be 1 plus 2ix dx. So so 0 to 1, x square common, 1 minus I will be given, and 1 plus 2ix dx. So 1 minus I will be look like constant. 0 to 1, x square formula x cubed by 3, and x square into x what? X cube. So x cube integration what? X to the power 4 by 2. Then putting upper limit and lower limit, you get the required result. Easy.
জি স্যার।
এখন একটু পাঠাও তো আমাকে।
স্যার আপনার সাথে 16 তারিখ